Welcome to Say No More Media, your ultimate sports media platform. As you know, here at Say No More, what's understood does not need to be explained. Say No More is used to tell someone that it is not necessary to explain something further because one understands what they are trying to imply. We cover all sports media here at Say No More. As always, keep it lit. Click that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into the video. And with Travis Hunter and Deion Sanders entering the NFL draft, Coach Prime had to put together a brand new offense for 2025. And these are my 2025 Colorado Buffaloes projecting starting offense. And we got to start with the freshman All-American. Now he's a sophomore, Big Jordan Seaton. We are looking at a future NFL starter. He should only be here for this season and next season. He will be off to the NFL. You know, the big thing about Colorado was revamping that offensive line. And I know that offensive coordinator Pat Shimmer wants to run the ball, so let's roll with Jordan Seaton. And I'm going to tell you right now, the transfer from Tulsa, Joseph Williams, will challenge Terrell Timmons and Omarion Miller for that starting outside receiver. He had a very productive freshman year, and he's looking to come over and make explosive plays immediately. Pause for the Colorado Buffaloes. So this should be a good competition in the wide receiving breakman, but I see Joseph Williams breaking through. I only see Pat Shimmer going 3 wide this year and going with a tight end, so I'm going to roll with Joseph Williams. And we know we got to roll back with Draylon Miller, the explosive sophomore, had a very productive freshman year. He's kind of a baby Deebo Samuels. You could throw him in the backfield. He took the first carry for Colorado last year, but really did a lot of his opportunities out of the slot. Well, he will be competing with, I believe, Quentin Gibson, and I think it'll be out of those two. And you can sprinkle in some Caleb Mathis. He's been very familiar with the offense for 3 years now, so I see Caleb Mathis getting a lot of burn because of his knowledge of the offense and being there and being productive. But Draylon Miller, yeah, he's one of them ones. He has the experience. He understands the playbook. I'm looking forward for big things from Draylon Miller. And when it comes to the running back game, Isaiah Augustive, he's really standing out with his size, speed, pause, and just his explosiveness that he's shown. And the way Pat Shimmer's system is and the way he likes to run the ball, I see Isaiah Augustive. I know they're going to rotate backs. He's not going to get the majority carries, but I do see Isaiah Augustive rising to the top and being that day one start along with Dallin Hayden and Michael Welch. And we're going to go back over to the slot receiver. Yeah, you see I had to put the lightning on here because Quentin Gibson is electrifying. I see him in the kick return game, punt returns, as well as if he's not a day one starter, they will have packages for Quentin Gibson because of his speed. And he's not a normal freshman. If you can play, Coach Prime plays freshmen. He's one of the coaches that, it doesn't matter if you're a sophomore, freshman, senior. The best athletes will get the ball in this offense. And I definitely see the electrifying freshman wide receiver out of North Crowley High School, Quentin Gibson, getting a lot of burn, getting a lot of reps. He's already at spring ball. He's been looking good. I can't wait for the spring game to see what he does. This week is very crucial as, Colorado spring ball has begun. I'm looking forward to big things from Quentin Gibson, and mark my words right now, he's going to put in some work. Pause. Terrell Timmons, he got injured last season, but he was making some very tough contested catches, and he was seeing playing time. It's tough when you got Travis Hunter and Will Shepherd on the outside, so he wasn't able to get as much playing time, but I do expect him to compete with Omarion Miller and Joseph Williams for that outside receiver, one of the bigger receivers on the team. And this picture looked crazy. I ain't going to lie. You could have found a better pose for this. I ain't gonna lie, out of all the poses you had, you chose this one, but it's all good. I ain't gonna lie to you. You understand? And roll with the two-way player, Isaiah Hodge. He plays corner, running back, wide receiver. He's kind of a utility player that, I'm not gonna lie, he's looked very good in spring. Just from what I've been seeing from Well Off Media and Reach the People Media, just seeing him work out, seeing his experience and speed. He's one of those athletes that you just need to have on the field. So I see Isaiah Hodge making his way into the offense, possibly as a starter. I mean, he's one of those athletes that you just need on the field because of his explosiveness. Pause. Now, my top returning favorite receiver, you already know, Omarion Miller. Man, this dude's been putting on this going to be his third season now. Really started as a freshman in 2023, had a breakout game for over 200 yards against USC. Showed out last year against Kansas State, had a big game against Baylor, and he ended up getting injured. Before he got injured, man, Omarion Miller was in the mix. You know, we had Will Shepherd on the outside and Travis Hunter, but these is one of these playmakers. There's different people. There's people at practice, and then there's different people when you get in the game, when the lights come on, when the fans are in the stands. Omarion Miller just makes plays. He's not the fastest. He's not the quickest. He's just a great football player, so really looking forward to Omarion Miller. You know, we got XL Farrakhan, the freshman wide receiver, you know, based on his highlight tape. He is definitely a playmaker. You know, him getting in the camp, understanding Pat Shurmur's offense is going to be critical, as he has Terrell Timmons and as well as Omarion Miller on that outside receiver who have a year already in the system. So looking forward to him too. Could be a starter possibly. And I'm rolling that quarterback with Caden Salter. I just feel like this is his last year eligibility. I love Juju Lewis. I see what he's been able to do, extending 5-star quarterback high school career, but Caden Salter, to me, seems like he's most fitted for Pat Shurmur's offense. They're going to run the ball heavily this year. Don't look for the quarterbacks to put up, 4,000 yards passing. We're going to look for 1,000-yard rushers this year. We're going to run a lot of, controlling the clock, but I look for Caden Salter to produce and ultimately be the starter day one against Georgia Tech when they open up August 30th. So I see the way Caden Salter's out there really being a leader and controlling the team. I like Caden Salter. Like, comment, and subscribe. We out. Say no more.